Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the Wildgrowth demo. It is a incremental healer game? I'm not entirely sure. Warband, okay. Click and drag your allies, place them on the grid, swap positions. So we have Sigurd, Hrolf, and Hervor. And they're all warriors, so I don't really know what I'm doing. We're just gonna, let's see, you don't have any resources, gather some, come back. Okay. Allies are in the center of the screen, your job is to keep them alive. Oh, so I am the healer. Okay, I see. So cast heals on them. Got it. I was wondering what they meant by it's a healer, like an incremental healing game. The answer is I am the team healer. Oh, there's a bit of a charge up before I actually get the heal off. I see. So it's not that I'm waiting for that meter to fill up, per se. Oh, and I'm out of mana. Select, survive for as long as possible. Keep on healing. Well, I'm currently out of heals, because I didn't realize I had a limited amount of mana to work with. Well, rip Sigurd and Hrolf. Yeah, we want to just grab as much currency as we can. There we go. Alright, dust yourself off and try again. But we got some things that I can invest. Okay. Should I swap myself to the other side? No, my mana's on the other side. So it increases your max mana, plus 10 per level. Makes your heals heal more. Well, that's about all I've got. I guess I could boost my mana one more time. This is a really unique game. I'm going to give credit. Yeah, the problem is... yeah, I can heal for 12. We want to be more selective with these heals. Because we want to keep them just above half. I think they can each take about 4 hits. Maybe 5. I guess I could actually do the math on how much health they have to how much I can heal them. I feel like kind of a jerk, though. Oh, I'm out of juice. Ooh. That's a big fight. Bigger boss monster. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill it. I like how it slows down, too. It's just like, hey, this sucker's going to kill one of your guys. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing. I can't do a thing. I'm just going to return. There's no point. You'll be back soon. Rude. But also, yes, regenerate mana when warriors bump into enemies. So what is Warband? Okay, 30 HP. So I can heal them 3 times. Or twice. Fierce warriors can take more of a beating. Tempting. Only got 136. Reduces the time it takes to heal. Mana for damage. I'm just going to give them the flat HP. Because now they've got 45. So I think each of these guys, purely without any kind of basis, I'm going to assume each of these enemies hits for about 5 damage. So we can take 3 hits and then heal for 1. And then go from there. But roughly, once we hit the halfway point, that's a good time for a heal. Because, yeah, what are we at? 45 HP. So the halfway point actually probably would be enough for 2 heals. All things considered. Not that I really have enough mana to sustain off of that. But that's okay. So yeah, let's go for the little bit of mana regen. Go for that one. Keep them full. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill the big bug. I don't think so. Because... well... no, I think we'll be able to kill it. Because this thing takes 4 hits to kill. Or is it 5? One way or another, we'll have just enough. Unlocking level 2. Okay, so Skulter the Giant joins the Warband, a hulking colossus that cares a lot for his fellow fighters. Otherwise, we have... oh, that costs 3. I'm going to snag mana for damage first. Multi-heal. Right-click to heal multiple units in an area. Mana-efficient heal. Multi-heal cast time. Multi-heal mana cost. Multi-heal amount. I think I'm going to get Skulder, though. So, they're our tank. Oh, so they have their own associated stat levels. Alright. I'm going to say this right now. I think this is an incredibly cool... I think this is an incredibly cool incremental game. It does something weird and different. And that actually makes me very excited to see where it goes. Oh, did we just get another one of those, like, warrior-y sigils? I think we did. I'll probably want to get the multi-heal just because. Okay. That's gonna hurt. Not much I can do about it. Ouch. Well, it's okay. We're starting to get this one currency multiple times. So it's hard to be specifically grumpy. Ow. Interesting. Does getting poisoned cancel my heal? Maybe. We definitely could use an archer, if we can get the chance. Let's see. Takes on a part of damage, and gets even bulkier. It's not bad. 2 health per level. Increase the amount healed when there's only one target. Also affects multi-heal. Probably go for multi-heal. Boost my heals a couple times. And sure, we'll give him the shield. What else do we have? Increasing your max mana. Amount win multi-healing. So I multi-heal for 7. No, mana cost is 7. The heal is 11. Okay, let's work on that. Unfortunately, killing this guy is kind of a pain. But we're okay. It seems way more efficient for me to go for the multi-heal. Judging by everything here. Ooh. They really don't like that one. Go for that heal, especially because we've got the big AoE coming in. Go for another one of those. Oh, we get the heal off. Looks like we're doing fine. I used to heal, or... well, yeah. I used to do raid healing in World of Warcraft as a druid, and this is actually kind of sending me back. Ow. There we go. I don't think I have enough mana to keep this guy alive. We'll see. Ah, didn't get it. Almost got to the end, though. And we get a bunch of those extra tokens, which is good. Because now I can make it so warriors do more damage per bump, which actually would be quite good. More shield amount. More tank health. Max mana. Let's go for warrior damage. Chance to get double gold drops. That's not terrible. Let's see. Decreases multi-heal cost. Increases total healing amount when healing multiple targets. Makes your heals heal more. Ah. So that really does just boost both of them. Okay, that's extremely helpful. And yeah, let's just give him the 3 out of 3 shield. Yeah, because I really liked raid healing. I thought it was a lot of fun. We definitely want to go for the boosted damage, if I can get the chance. Mainly because I could actually, like... It's not that I could breathe. Because I definitely had to focus on what I was doing. Probably give him a single heal. Get him back up to almost full. But I didn't have to worry about, like, DPS rotations. I mostly just had to pay attention to what was going on the field. And then, I had to pay attention to what was going on in the field, and then I had to probably give them both a single heal, because he's taken some serious harm. Yeah, you know, make sure there aren't any, like, super bad AoEs coming in to wreck me, for example. Ouch, lost the tank. I wonder if I lose the heal as part of that. Alright, let's go for another one. Ouch. Cancels the spell. Right at the end, I've got plenty of mana. The big issue is just, I think we need to give these guys some bigger base health. Yeah. Yeah, they just get one shot. That's fine. I kind of expected that. So, extra max mana tempting. Warriors do more damage per bump. Pricey, but worth it. Let's go for the warrior health. And we should definitely make sure that Skolder gets more HP. Because I think he's currently hard-locked at 5, and that's not great. At least mana is no longer the big issue here. That this is definitely much more of a, like... being efficient and having enough healing to get past that end there. There we go. I wonder if I'm ever going to get access to, like, Healy fields and stuff. I also noticed that my targeted units tend to take an amount of just... I'm almost gonna say expectant damage. Whoop. I didn't get it. Yeah, okay. I'll speed that up a little. Yeah, it's kind of my fault. I was thinking he could weather another hit or two. But it looks like... Ooh. Well, I guess it's that guy is doing just a shit ton of damage. Okay, we got it. Level 3. Let's give him some health. Yeah. Chance to double gold drops. It's extremely tempting. Decreases multi-heal cost. Doesn't say by how much. I think I'm gonna go for it, though. Okay, so it just nipped it down by 1. Still good. And yeah, we haven't gotten to the point where he's actually burly enough to take all of the hits. But I figure I can mostly just keep them up. There we go. Because I get a small amount of mana back every time we hit something. So I can afford to be, like, a little spendy here. Definitely need to boost the effectiveness of the single heal. Currently, it's a little rough. Is this? No, this is not the boss. Yeah, because I think it's way more efficient for me to just go for the group heal. Kind of. That's too big. That is too big. I don't think my warriors can handle that level of bigness. My mana total most assuredly cannot. Ouch. And yeah, I can't afford another heal. I mean, I guess I could do a multi-heal. For a little bit of single target. It's not going to be enough. It's okay. We did reasonably well. Got to the end of tier 3. Let's see. Yeah, the heal cast time would be extremely good. Total healing when healing multiple targets. Big single heal amount. I think I'm going to go for the cast time just to see what else we got. Reduces cast time further. Chance that enemies drop mana crystals. Click again will okay. Will casting to make it go faster. Oh, we have just enough for that one. Cool. Warriors do more damage per level. Increases your max mana. Probably just the damage. Keep that rolling for the moment. Yeah, a little bit more damage. If I can get it so that we can actually one-shot those guys, that's going to make farming for resources at least a little bit easier. I may also want to consider investing towards that... let's see, what was it? Oh, the bonus money. I was kind of on it earlier, but I think it has merits. Problem is, it's going to be tricky to heal him to full. Hopefully at some point we can actually like boost it so that he actually has some damage resistance. But I don't know if we're going to get that far. Didn't work. Ouch. Yeah, hopefully at some point we unlock the ability to have... Ouch. This is gonna suck. Because, yeah, no, there's nothing. I'm just gonna burn most of my mana here. Because, yeah, what else am I going to do? Oddly enough, I'm getting Flurp vibes from this. I think it was called Flurp. It was like an old, small, pseudo-roguelike. Wait, I killed the boss? Holy shit. We got it. Ooh, we get a weird flower resource I don't recognize. Okay. Let's go for the mana drop chance. And we have fireballs now. Mana generated by mana crystals. Wouldn't be terrible. What kind of layout would protect Eldir the best? Probably this. Okay, so mana gain. Mage's projectiles hurt more. Yeah, let's go for that. I'd like to increase the chance of mana crystals, to be honest, but whatever. Let's see, warriors can take more of a beating. Sure. Right, I was going to go for the extra gold. Yeah, going for that mage damage is probably going to be extremely helpful. Sad part is, I haven't really been investing too much in my own healing capabilities, which I should probably loop back around to. It's just been a little tricky getting there. And also, sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Isn't that the phrase? Yeah, main problem is this guy. Oh, those purple shards are the mana shards. I think I'm still going to invest in those mana shards, because the more I can just spend safely, the better. Okay, and if I can heal 2 of these guys with a spell, then it is efficient. 3 is a good value. Ouch. That means we are going to lose our mage almost instantly here. Ouch. Yeah, I got nothing. Look at the resources, but a little rough. We might actually want to go back down to level 3, because I think that's more efficient. Okay. Group heal him out? Yeah. What else do we have? We have a Frost Mage, and also faster. Mage projectiles hurt more mana. Unlock anything. That one's almost done. Now, let's just go for the extra, the chance of double money. But yeah, if we can make that mage do enough damage that it can just insta-gib the little guys maybe, but also clear off some of the things that are almost dead, that's probably going to work out the best for me. Okay. Yeah, the problem is those projectiles take a little while to actually get anywhere. I wonder how many different options I get for my warband as well. Because presumably, I mean, we're getting an ice mage, but it would be interesting if you could actually have, like, a boatload of mages, for example. And, oh, those mana shards are incredible. If we can get that chance up to be a decent amount, I can potentially keep myself going perpetually. Because, yeah, we're still pretty close to full mana. Okay, this is gonna suck. Not really expecting to keep the mage alive. Yeah, not gonna work. Yes, we actually beat level 3 kind of as a fluke earlier. So be it. Let's see, max mana reduces the cast time. Yeah, getting cast time down might not be a bad move. Bump that up to a 20%. Makes your heals heal more. Yeah, I should be working on that. Let's save our skulls. Do another 3. Yeah, I think we need to go for faster and bigger heals at this point. Max those out. I've been getting by through sheer gumption and DPS. But that is rapidly becoming not worth it. Also, these mana shards are absurd. Okay. Yeah, it would probably be a good idea to at least get a couple of upgrades in that single heal booster. Because right now it's actually more efficient for me to just be using my group heal. Okay. Oh, is it because I've already beaten the level, there's no waves? Oh, that's why. So once you've beaten a level, you go into just kind of endless mode. That's actually really cool. Ideally, we beat the boss. For extra resources. Ouch. And again, might just be better for me to go for pure raw group heal boosts. Seeing as once you get up to this point, all of your guys are just getting hammered. Alright, boss is down. Yeah, so it's an endless mode. I like that, actually. That's fun. Yeah, let's get that gold drop chance up. And what else do we have? I think the best thing I could do is probably max these out. Make that go a bit faster, and sure, I'll make my warriors do a bit more damage. Alright. There we go. I don't remember how much the mana shards are supposed to heal. How much they're supposed to get me mana-wise. It seems to put me back up at least like 10-20%. Which is really good. I am actually, I'm thoroughly impressed. It should have been kind of obvious earlier, but it's one of those where, like, I really love incremental games nowadays because they're doing a lot of stuff right. Namely, they're short, they're sweet, they're to the point. They have an interesting twist, often one that is maybe pioneered in another game. So, like, this one, it's bones or flurps, but it has a much better, like, repetitive gameplay nature. Like, Flurp, once you've tried out most of the combos, the game got a little bit boring. This one, once you've tried everything out, you're done, and you don't have to think about it anymore. Not to say that every roguelike needs to be perpetually playable, but I do find myself craving experiences that I can beat in an afternoon or two. That I can say, like, yeah, this was fun. I want more games like a game about digging a hole. Oof. Okay, we're down to 2. Okay, well, didn't beat the boss that time. Still got a decent amount of loot, though. Alright, let's grab that extra money. That's done and capped out. Let's see. Single heal amount. Yeah, sad part is, it's still probably most efficient for me to invest kind of hard into the multi-heal bonus. I'm gonna go for speed right now, though. Oh, scrawny mages buff up, so I can actually give them extra HP. Not by much, though. Let's go up a level, because we want to get those flowers. Well, that sucks. Dude just snuck in and killed the mage. I wonder if that's actually somewhat an intentional thing. That they will actually seek gaps in your defenses. Because it feels like a couple of them were getting a little sneaky secret. And yeah, a decent amount of this is still very much inspired by To the Core and Nodebuster and whatnot. But it's different. It's not just To the Core again. Which, I mean, is a little bit of a shame. I'd love to see somebody else tackle To the Core, or, you know, the developer to go back and do a To the Core 2. It's just, instead of TO the core, it's just the number 2. Tacky, I know. Very 90s, but as tacky as that is, that kind of naming convention always made me giggle as a kid. When they could figure it out. Some of them definitely seemed like they were tricky to make work. Many of which didn't work super hot. Okay, how we feeling? Kind of punished. Yeah, hopefully I get like a heal over time at some point in this process. Oop, lost our tank and maybe one of our other warriors. Ouch. Okay, still haven't gotten a flower here. Okay. Yeah, I might want to just give these guys more max HP. Because at this point, we're in a weird position where we can kind of sustain my entire setup without running too far out of mana. Okay, Frost Mage. Now is this... Yeah, all scrawny mages buff up. Okay, Frost Area does more damage per tick, Mage projectile damage, Warrior damage. Let's go for the Warrior damage, get that out of the way. And go for Mage projectile damage. Okay, Warband. There's no lineup for this. They do have 60 HP though, so it's not that bad. Okay, let's see how the Frost Mage works. It works. It seems to be kind of just a standard damaging AoE. I would definitely love to see a little bit more AB options. I'll always say that. I love having AB options in these games. Just as a like, oh, do you want your frost fields to do more damage, or do you want them to slow things down? And maybe eventually it's like, do you want your frost guy to just have a perpetual damage AoE, but no actual attack? You know, being able to choose those things would be neat. I can see them getting, like, the game getting a little bit... I don't want to say rough and busted with that sort of thing, but, like, it could mess with the balance. I just like having choices. Currently, the choices are just where do I invest my money, which is still good, like, choice making, but once you get to the end of the game, it's like, oh, I can just afford everything now. And it gets less exciting. Because then you just have everything. It'd be kind of neat if you could actually reuse the, ooh, that would be interesting. If the talent tree at some point, you get the ability to, like, add layers. So you can either go up or down, but you can only go in one direction per, like, talent. So it's like, hey, do you want the mages to buff up? Yeah. Do you want to make it so that they're extremely buff? Or do you want to make it so they have, like, a regenerating mana shield? So you have to kind of determine where you want in there. Or what you want within kind of those options. I don't know, I live for those choices. Even if I make bad decisions, like, that's the thing. Because at least the decision was mine somewhere along the way. This hurts. Oh, but that was it. Sick. Okay. I might as well grab quick heal so we can see what else we have. Now cancel a heal by pressing escape while casting. We have Lojos, and faster casting. Let's see, boost my max mana by a bit. Faster casting or major projectile. Let's go even faster heals. Part of it is it doesn't really feel like I've been able to really spec into my tank as much as I'd like them to. Like, I actually wish the guy, I could give the guy some armor or retaliate damage and give him a taunt. Or maybe, so you could have like armor retaliate, or you could just have him do damage share. And have him like right front and center, or like put him in the middle instead so he absorbs more hits. Maybe make it so he takes more heals than everybody else, or takes less damage than anybody else. Like, I don't know, it just feels like there's a lot of interesting options you could have. The other one, as silly as it would be like gear slots, that if you actually had random equipment that you could put down onto some of these characters. Seeing as they have like specific names, it'd be kind of neat if they had like 2 to 3 gear slots that you could slot in, you know, just go on a couple of runs. Oh, you know, I found a new axe for Skjolder. Or, hey, this helmet makes this guy have retaliation damage. I don't know. I will always beg for more options in these games because the options are what makes them good, and the more options, the better. I don't think even within reason, make it unreasonable. Give me an unreasonable amount of options. Make it so that there's no possible way that I could get everything in a single playthrough, so that I'm inspired to come back for more. Because even if I don't come back for more, there's still that potential of like, oh, but what if? And I think that's something a lot of games do kind of miss on. Oh boy. Whew. There goes the mage. Is that it? I think that was it. Unlocking level 7. Got a shit ton of money from that. Okay. Let's get Lojos. Lightning damage dealt. Chance for lightning forks. Both are pretty good. There we go. A little bit more for warrior healing, maybe. Okay, something like that? I have no idea. Thing is, I still do get attacked by enemies coming from the southern section. Okay, good. If I have my cursor right here, I can heal all of them. And yeah, if we can boost our mana shard quantity further, we should have no trouble keeping this whole group sustained. Yeah, speaking of vertical trees or something like that, vertical or nested trees, would love to see more upgrades even for like the lightning. Maybe it's one of those where like you could even kind of choose which elements each of your mages spec into. So you can be like, yeah, screw everything else, I want to go pure frost. I want to have 3 tanks and 2 frost wizards and just live inside a blizzard. A blizzard that eats people. Again, recognize balance has some issues with that, but hopefully this is an option. If only from the perspective of like, warband customization would be nice. Currently it's the practical thing is to just have everyone. And that feels like a slightly missed opportunity here. Okay. Grab a couple of those. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this round. We'll see. Okay, the mana shards seem to heal me for about 20. That seems fine. Okay, get everybody back up. Be nice if I could extend my heal cursor at some point. I bet that is an upgrade. We just might not have access to it. Wow. This is heck. Cripes. Ouch. Oop. Didn't get that last couple of gold. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, do we want to do... Scrawny Wizards buff up? No, let's get my warriors max HP maxed out. Because ideally we need them to survive. I think I'd suggested this with a different game. But one of the ideas I had for games with these big talent trees, I like the fact that there are a number of fixed and really interesting ones, but I kind of really wish that there were slots for randomized upgrades. Just, if these games borrowed a little bit from roguelikes, I think that would be something kind of special. So that, you know, you have a couple of these more randomized perks. It doesn't have to be roguelikes. But having some randomized perks, gear, equipment, talent spots, etc. Having a little bit of variation in those and what they do and what you get over the course of like a playthrough could be kind of magic, especially for the really short play incremental games. Because an incremental game that really leans at least a little bit in a roguelike direction would probably have some interesting spice. Where it's like, yeah, imagine if I was doing a playthrough of this. It only took like 3 hours long, but I decide to go back for another playthrough and, you know, all of my talent points are just like, hey, but what if lightning mages? And I had to kind of contend with that. And maybe, you know, oops, I got a fire mage. And I get the ability to, like, cycle out that talent point and say, nope, more lightning mages. Don't you insult me with that, you fool's fire. I'm here for only but the most divine of incendiary devices. And nothing more. Nothing less. Or, you know, just a bunch of tanks with thorns. Good luck getting close to me, sucker. Oops. Sorry. I was suffused with righteous fury and it was causing problems. Okay. We actually got it. Beat the demo, try to survive longer. Oh no. I mean, really, it's mostly just max things out. Overheal your allies. Overhealed HP drains. I mean, it's okay. Actually, isn't a terrible idea. Kind of expensive to invest into it, though. Let's actually get him a decent amount of HP. Yeah, that only reduces the cost by a little bit. Fastest heal, mana shard, muscle wizards bulk up, and that's it. And so I don't know if this one needs to go for the randomized talent points. I could just see it actually working quite well. Purely from the perspective of, I don't know, just the talent tree is kind of good enough that it could work. But it also doesn't need to. I think I just mostly want to see enough paths that I can really build into something. Currently, the demo talent tree is pure smorgasbord, which is fine. But part of the reason why I haven't spec'd into wizards at the moment is mostly from the perspective of, like, I didn't feel like it, and so my build is currently more melee-centric, but it doesn't really feel like I'm being given options that support that so much as I'm just refusing to take options outside of that. When playing a roguelike, you're given a lot of A and B and C options of like, hey, which one, you know, which of these perks and power-ups do you want? Let's see. And so as part of that, you can kind of really spec into a singular build and an idea and a theme. And so, as much as I enjoy these very, like, digestible, short experiences, yeah, I do wish there was just a little bit more. But this is more of like an overarching thing than a thing wrong with this one. I'm really liking the idea behind all of this. You know what would be interesting, actually, is if each of these characters had kind of their own level ups or something, so you could actually spec them in different directions. You know, instead of just having a generic warrior, you could eventually level them up so that they are lightning or fire themed or ice themed or something like that, with unique perks and abilities set based on whatever those elemental combos are. I brought up Flurp earlier just because it's kind of a similar experience, but Flurp uses like auto battler mechanics. So you'd have like 5 Dragon Knights, and then you get a buff based on having 5 Dragon Knights. Yeah, lost our tank. I'm just not healing fast enough. But also these suckers hurt. And there's kind of nothing I can do about it. We got up to wave 16, which is impressive. It's just my mages now. Never mind, they are dead. Nice. Alright, let's see. I could buff up the wizard some more. But I'm not really sure if I care. I guess I'll do it. We're here. Get one of those. Yeah, like, I could probably afford to invest a little bit more, but at this point we're out of interesting and new things. I think that's once again why I am circling around the idea of having like randomized power-ups or equipment or something like that. Is that once you've run out of things to do, what then? And a lot of these games obviously just end, which I think is good. But right now I'm at the end of the talent point, I'm at the end of the talent tree, but I don't want to stop playing. And so I'm reaching for explanations of, like, how could I justify playing more of this once the game is, like, actually out. And so, you know, that's why I'm like, a little bit of roguelike bits could actually work out well. I still also think having one of these with, like, bullet heaven leveling during the, like, micro runs would be really cool. I don't think it would work well on this one, because you actually have to play. You have to pay attention to what your build is doing and actively healing your guys. You know, I would say, as goofy as it is, nah. As goofy as it would be for, like, extending the demo, it'd actually be kind of cool if you just got kind of hung on this endless survival section here, and, the talent tree actually got bigger. So, like, this is the maximum difficulty available, but you can get just oodles of upgrades just to kind of experiment with them. I recognize, though, that that would be probably more work than it's worth, and it's better to just finish the game. Alright. Well, I think we're going to stop here regardless, so I don't really need to hang on. There's almost nothing left for me to buy. And so there's no real reason for me to stick it out at this point, but I had a good time with this. I think it's really neat. And I'm quite curious to see, yeah, where it goes with the actual full release. So I might as well mention as part of this that the Wildgrowth demo is available now, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's a neat little demo. What you see is pretty much what you will get as well. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of extra depth. Unless, of course, this already has randomized talent trees, and I'm just wildly misinformed. Yeah, we took out the big guy pretty quick. But it's the casters that are the issue. Okay, but we get plenty of mana. So it's not a huge issue. There we go. Yeah, I'd also like to be able to kind of spec my character based on, like, my own preferences. You know, big burst heal, team heal, fast heal, automatic healing. Stuff like that. Heal over time. Preemptive barriers. Like, if you've ever done healing in an MMO, you'll know that there's actually, like, a ton of different ways that you can do healing. I'm thinking, like, Final Fantasy XIV has healing with some healing over time, healing with a lot of shielding, healing with a lot of buffing, and then healing with a lot of damage. And then healing because you're a tank because warriors are cool. And then I guess also it's not the paladin. Is it the paladin? It is the paladin. The paladin has some level of self-healing as well. Alright, I'm gonna cut myself off right there. Randomly lost some recording, so we're just gonna cut ahead to more or less the outro. I love this game. I think it's really cool. I think it has a lot of fun potential. Part of the reason why I'm... Ooh, you can overheal. That's extremely nice. That's the extra HP that I think I really need to be able to, you know, outlast all of my enemies here. And why people are able to get so far on that leaderboard, probably. Anywho, let's see, what was I going to say? Yeah, just love this game. It's got a lot of great ideas kind of behind it, and also it just works. It's a very simple core gameplay loop, but deeply compelling. I know I'm kind of fixated on the whole, like, randomized perks and talents and whatnot, but I do feel like that could be a way for this game to stand out. Mostly, I think it just needs a bevy of options that allow you to pursue parallel, or different paths through the game and different builds, rather than just having the same talent tree for every single playthrough and every single person. Mostly for the perspective of, yeah, I'd really like to spec into one or two of these characters and classes and whatnot, rather than a full team. Or, you know, kind of really figure out the perfect combination of characters and perks that work together, you know, effectively the MMO trinity. I want to make an MMO party with this, and I want to have the kind of, like, depth to really match. And I recognize that this might not be that kind of game. It might just not go that far. But I had a lot of fun with the demo, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes regardless of what happens. So I guess with all that said, I should mention that the Wildgrowth demo is available on Steam now, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. And I guess it'll be out later this year, so if the game catches your eye and you want to, you know, keep informed when the game comes out, and also help the developers, please add it to your wish list, as it makes the game rank higher in the upcoming Next Fest, and that's going to be super helpful for them. But with all that said, I guess thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.